All right, Jake, obviously not the result that you guys wanted in that game against Utah, but I think afterwards it sounded like you guys liked the way that you played in the game for the most part. Now that you've had a couple of days to reflect, what do you think about that effort?
Yeah, I think there's some aspects of the game that were okay, but at times, other times, maybe not playing our game so much. But no, just trying to refocus here and 2 big points before the break.
All right, you mentioned going into the break right there. Does the mindset change at all for you guys? Because we just heard from Dean Evason, and he was essentially saying, hey, we play the same way every single night.
Yeah, I think every game is the same 2 points that you're trying to get, so it shouldn't change anything to change the way we play at all. We know what we have to do to win, so I'm just trying to bring that game and just think about tonight's game.
You guys are lined up a little bit unorthodox right now. Typically, teams play with 12 forwards and 6 defensemen. You guys have been going 11-7. What does that do for you and do for, I guess, the entire defensive core? How does it change things?
I think it just obviously playing with a couple different partners at times. So just recognizing who you're out there with, who you're going with, communicating with those guys, and just making sure you're comfortable with those guys when you go out there.
What is that like? Like, do you actually have to change the way you play depending on who your partner is?
Well, sometimes JJ's playing right or left, so for them, definitely they have to make some adjustments on the offside. And sometimes I've been playing right a bit, so that definitely changes things. But yeah, I think just going out there, knowing who you're going out there with, what their tendencies are, because obviously you have chemistry with a D partner, so just changing that up a little bit and just talking before the shift, I think, is really important.
You've been with the Blue Jackets all season long. I'm not sure if you know it, but tonight is your 100th career NHL game. So just that opportunity to play more games at this level, what has it meant to you this year?
Oh yeah, it's meant everything. Obviously up and down a couple times the last few years. So just to get the extended period of time playing, it means everything. I'm super grateful for the opportunity, thankful, and just trying to cherish every moment and take advantage of it.
With that in mind, how do you feel about your game right now?
I feel good. Just trying to expand my game, trying to play smart defensive hockey, take care of my own zone first, and then try to grow that offensive game slowly here, and just keep building, keep working on my first pass.
You guys played one of the better games, I would say, of the season not too long ago against the Rangers. It was 1-0 in a shootout. Only one puck found the back of the net in that game in the shootout. What did you learn from that one about the Rangers that makes them a difficult opponent?
I think going into that game, we knew they have a lot of firepower, and we really stuck to our structure and played a really good team defensive game. And I think most of the guys felt pretty good about how we played that game, even with the loss. Just how we stuck to our game, and yeah. So I think just trying to stick with that and play a good defensive sound game, but hopefully fill the net a little bit more tonight.
All right, the fact that you guys get to do it here at Nationwide Arena, you already said it. One more game going into this break. You, of course, want the win, but what does it mean to be doing it here at home?
Oh, it means everything. I mean, the fans have been awesome all season long, and yeah, we just gotta. All of our focus has to be in tonight's game. That we have nothing to save it for. So just full focus on tonight's game and try to get those 2 points.
All right, Jake. Thanks for this. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Dean, we'll start with the lineup. Do you anticipate any changes tonight?
From the other night, I assume you're talking about?
You went 11-7.
Yes, we did. No, same lineup.
Same goalie too.
Same goalie as well.
So I talked to Andre Tournier the other day, and he came up with a great quote about guys maybe trying to sometimes do too much. He coaches guys to say that you want the best version of yourself. So how do you handle that with your players to make sure, with all the injuries, that they just stick to themselves and not do too much out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great philosophy, obviously, and we don't want people like playing like other people. We want them to. They're here for a reason. They're in the National Hockey League, and we want them to play. How and what allowed them to get to this point as athletes, and as long as they play within the structural system of the team and what we need them to do, then we should give ourselves an opportunity to have success.
Kind of feeding off of that, Dean, do you buy into the philosophy of last game before the break, leave it all out on the ice, empty the tank, all of those cliches, or you just want them to play the way they've played up to this point?
I believe in leaving it out every single game. Forget about the last game or the first game. There's no reason why this game's no different than the game 2 nights ago. We gotta work our butts off, and hopefully at the end of the night we get 2 points.
Last game, we get a goal from Justin Danforth. I know he was out for a little while. Is there a feeling that I know he's not the guy that you're going to look to score a ton of goals, but is there a feeling that there's more offense in there from him?
I think Danny's just a real good two-way player, right? Kills penalties for us, has fit up and down the lineup, whatever you want to call it. Can play all 3 positions up front, so very versatile guy. Good on face-offs, so right shot. So a lot of things are real good, and obviously he has a skill set that can score. He showed it. Scored a really nice goal. We got a great bounce, but great skill set to finish it and put it in the top of the net like he did. So yeah, he's played really well for us, obviously.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
Thanks.